Right, so I scheduled a live, and for some reason I couldn't get it to start, so I've had to start this one instead. Um, so here I am, first time in a while. This is quite a scary moment for me, being back on YouTube. It hasn't. It's been a while. Let me put it like that. So, who is with me? Hi there. How are we doing? Right. So the name of this video is "Chat About Anything." That's to cover my ass, basically, uh, on what I'm going to talk about or what anybody wants to talk about and all that kind of stuff. So I don't get in trouble. So it's been a while since I've been back. Oh god, the reaction suggestions are already coming in. I react to you. Okay. What's up with Brexit? A bit of a pain in the ass. This video would be perfect. Cool. Oh, so it's been a while since I've been on here, or done any kind of videos. Hi there. Um, Obviously, there's many reasons for this. Don't understand Brexit. It's a mess at the moment. Let me put it like that. um, do you think Gotham would have been better if they got? Yes, I do. They should have done a year one kind of series after this one. Um, to leave it the way they did, it was an okay end to the season, but they could have done a lot better, I thought myself. Or they could have done at least another season. Change. Okay, cool. How's training going? It is going okay. I'm doing an extremely high amount of uh, walking, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more cardio exercise work and all that kind of stuff. So, how about react to movie logic? Try to explain. Okay, cool. I'll give anything to try. I'm just going to slowly bring myself back into YouTube again because where I've been out for, I haven't really done a lot over the last 6 to 8 months. I'm just going to slowly ease myself into it again. Kind of lost my confidence a little bit to be stuck in front of the camera, so this is quite a big thing for me to do this tonight. And I wanted just to see how I was or how I'd react to basically being in front of the camera. And at the moment, I seem to be doing just fine. Can you tell us what you know about Article 13? Because I don't understand it. Article 13 is a new copyright. It's a more of a stricter copyright rule in Europe here. So what it's going to entail is it's just going to be like, this is not just across YouTube, this is across other social media platforms as well. There's going to be a lot more strict rules on what you can share, what you can use in videos or share on Facebook or anything like that. Basically, that is the rules, all these new guidelines that they've put into force. This is why they've given themselves 2 years to actually put in force what they're going to do, because obviously there's some kinks in there that need to be ironed out. But even like YouTube said, they do actually support this, but they also know this could have quite a big effect on their platform as well. And a couple of other stations, uh, social media platforms are saying that as well. I'd like to know your thoughts on the new Godzilla trailer. I haven't reacted to it, but I have actually watched it. I actually thought it was really, really good, and I'm so excited actually for when this movie actually comes out. It's gonna be. I think it's generally going to be a really, really good watch myself from the trailer. Anyway, now I can't always say that a movie is going to be brilliant from its trailer, but from what I've seen so far, I reckon it could be quite good. I really do, and I think it comes out at the end of the month. If I'm correct, if I'm right, I could be wrong, but yeah. So, uh, have you seen Endgame? I have. I've seen Endgame. Reconnecting. My signal went there. Um, It looks brilliant. Yeah, the new Godzilla definitely looks absolutely awesome. I can't wait. There's another movie coming out this month, I believe, that I'm looking forward to seeing as well. I can't remember which one it is. I'm really out of touch with any kind of reacting or any kind of movies at the moment. I've had other things on my mind. Um, that's all going to change. What is the worst song in your opinion and why? The worst song? What that I've reacted to so far? Because I don't think there is a worst song. I like them all at different levels, basically. There are some that I enjoy more. Well, there's some, like I said, I enjoy all the songs I've reacted to. I've actually enjoyed a lot, but I like each individual song, I suppose, on a different kind of level. So, did you hear that they are making An American Werewolf in London? I didn't actually, and I have not seen that movie for a long time. What's your favourite Linkin Park song? Now, this one's difficult because there's a lot there that I actually really, really do love. I love your Depeche Mode song reactions. Thank you very much. Linkin Park wise, favourite song? Oh, yeah. I can't choose one. I love New Divide anyway, but you got stuff like Numb. I can't honestly choose one. To be honest with you, I really, really can't. I wish I could, but I can't. Um, Once again, with the Linkin Park songs, there's certain I like them all on different kind of levels. I won't say that none of the songs I've reacted to have been bad in any way. It's just that I like them. I like some of them more than I like others. So, any more questions for me? I don't know how long I'm going to do this live. I'm just going to see how it goes, basically. See how many people come on. See how many questions I get. But yeah, feel free to ask me anything. This is why I put the title of the video, chat about anything. It means I don't get into trouble, basically. True story. But in my life at the moment, today, I literally, people, do you play any games? Do I play any games? I don't, I'm afraid. I don't play any games. I subbed when I saw your last video about being in a rut. Yeah, it's a big, big rut. Um, but I'm gradually getting out of it now, slowly but surely. I took another big step today, two big steps today. And I actually started learning to drive today. I'd done like a big 5-hour session of learning to drive, so two big steps today. Let's go back. Is this a job of yours or is it free time? This is free. YouTube is free time for me. Can you play the guitar? Your last video. I can't play the guitar that well. I can play a few little bits, but nothing major. Let's go back to these comments. Great gig. I'll see you later. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. What's your favourite sex position? I have had so many questions on here, but I've never had that one before, and that is one question I will not answer. I'm sorry. I did see another comment there. I've never ever had a question like that before while doing a live. That is great, as I can relate. Kind of took me by surprise, that one. No, I'm not going to answer it. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to answer it. So, would you potentially see Brit Floyd? I would, definitely. But I have to I've got a lot of other things on that I have to do first, I'm afraid. So I've got a lot of focus on certain things in my life at the moment. The main one at this moment is actually learning and passing my driving test. That is the main focus I've got. The YouTube videos will be coming in again over the next few days. I know I said I was going to do it last week, but when it came to it, I still wasn't quite right, and I didn't feel comfortable being sat in front of the camera. But hopefully, over the next few days, you might start getting a little bit of an influx of videos from me. Obviously, where I'm doing this intensive driving course, I'm only doing the driving for in the morning, and then I've got the rest of the afternoon and the evening free. So I need something to do apart from training as well, because I've been doing a lot of training and everything. So best dream you've ever had? You're coming out some absolutely awesome questions. I have to admit, best dream I've ever had. Probably being some sort of hero, superhero. I had a dream about that years back. That was an awesome dream. Absolutely awesome. That's the best one I probably had, to be fair. Any more questions for me? Like I said, with everything, driving, training, driving comes priority over anything at the moment. So, would it be better to have at once? What, money in one? Is that, are you referring to money? I guess you probably are. Cause, yeah, come back to that question about the money. It's somebody's birthday, Ben. 2019 today, so happy birthday to you. The money wise, I think I'd rather have the 100 grand over 10 months, to be fair. Probably. Unless unless I actually get put into that situation, it's not really a question that I can actually answer honestly. So let's go back to this one. Yes. Best way to fill in is with beneficial production. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've basically got a lot on, because I had all these dreams about making a movie, like a little short horror movie, which I had to put back because of everything that's been going on. Just had a big breakup as well, which affected me worse than what I thought it was going to. And it's just been one of those 5 or 6 weeks, but this is spanned over the last year or so, which I just needed to get right. And, the relationship that I was in, I pretty much destroyed that relationship because, what do Brits really think of the US? I'd love it. And if I could, I'd go over there and basically, if I had enough money, I would literally travel right the way across the USA if I had the chance. I really, really would. There's so much to see there. I've been across a lot of the UK, a lot of it, and I've seen quite a few. There's still bits that I haven't seen yet, but I've been to the highest point. I've been up one of the highest mountains in the UK. I've been to London, which is not a hellhole, but a very busy place. Let me put it like that, which I do struggle with. I struggle around a lot of people. I've been quite a few places over the UK. Visit Toronto too. Okay, cool. If I had the money, I would. Honest to God, if I had the money, I would literally do that. But unfortunately, I haven't got the money to do that, which is a bit of a shame. You never know. One day I might do. One day I might just have enough money to be able to do that, but not at this moment. I'm actually feeling quite comfortable. I thought I was going to be really, really nervous and, like really, really stuttery, but I'm not actually that bad, to be fair. I actually feel quite chilled. It's nice to do this kind of stuff again because I haven't done it for such a long time. It's actually nice to do it again. I've done the odd movie review and done the odd song reaction, but I haven't really done anything really consistent on YouTube for a long, long time, for months and months and months. So, it's nice to be able to get back into this again slowly. Small steps to start off with. I completely lost all of my confidence in pretty much absolutely everything that I was doing. And it's been taking a while for me to get that confidence back again. So hopefully I'm back. Who else we got on? Any more questions for me? I might even have a cigarette in a minute. I don't understand how it works for YouTube. YouTubers. Hang on, I'll read this one. I can't. Videos, and I always wonder. The thing is with YouTube and people where I would never be able to make this a job with the view rates I get and the subscriber count I get, but that's not all of what it's about. It's about your content as well. Now, with me, it's a reaction channel. There are so many reaction channels out there. So to get yourself out there, you've got to be either really on the ball, or you've got to do something different from other reactors, basically. Other bigger channels, like the really big channels, like you got the gaming channels, and you got the gamers that are really good. Now, depending on what footage they're kind of using, the chances are they're probably making money, but in most cases they probably aren't because you get copyright. But where these channels are so big, they usually get sponsors, and they usually get kind of like they get paid to do those videos because they know, because their channels are so big, it's good advertising for the product that they're probably using. So for me, this is just a hobby. So anyway, I did see another question there. Yeah, PewDiePie, huge. Yeah, he's massive. Yeah, I was not even supposed to online, so thanks for the live chat because. Oh, cool. Thank you for joining. But yeah, like your bigger YouTube channels, the chances are they got sponsors, and they're getting probably paid to promote that product in some sort of way. So thank you for tuning in. So there are some smaller channels out there as well who are actually really good, who deserve to be bigger than what they actually are, who create their own content, which is, yeah, exactly. Who create their own content, and they should be bigger than what they are, but they're not for some reason. I don't understand why, but there are some absolutely awesome channels out there. And as long as you're creating your own content, hence the reason why I've started the movie review channel, because it is my own content. I'm not using any footage from any of the movies. I'm not using any footage from the trailers. The most I'm using is a little bit of, for the thumbnail, is part of a poster. I prefer smaller channels to bigger ones. Genuine and more personal. Yeah, that's what I tried to do most of last year. I wasn't too fussed about having hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I just wanted to make sure that the people that were watching my videos kept on coming back to watch my videos. Now, I know that's not always going to work. I get that. I understand that. But because here's the thing. I have had a lot of people saying, "I can't believe you haven't heard this," or it's like Pink Floyd, being a classic one. They go, "I can't believe you haven't heard this." Especially political famous personalities, certain channels are suffering. Yes. Into a TV show. I would react to a TV show, but obviously with copyright content and all that kind of stuff, it's very difficult to be able to do. You can cut it down, you can use the fair use rule, but I've never really tried it, which I might might start trying. But going back on to what I was saying, which I can't remember. That's not good. Can anybody remember what I was saying? Because I can't. That's not a lot good, is it? Oh, it's about the small channels. Complete mind blank. Yes, so like the movie reviews, I use my own content, and I will be pushing that channel as well in the future. So that's it, smaller channels. I got it. But yeah, I will be pushing to that movie review channel in the future, because I'd rather have that be making me money than this channel, because I can't actually make that much money on this channel because of copyright, which I am 100% okay with. You know, when I do the song reactions, I know as soon as that gets uploaded, I get the email. So, you know, I can only do that through doing movie reviews and certain trailer reactions. So this makes me near enough next to nothing, this channel. So this is just a hobby for me, this channel. But the movie review channel, where it is my own content, that is the channel I'll be pushing to make money. So yeah, so I'd like to watch. Cool. David Gilmour. I actually looked at a video that I thought I was going to react to. I did that when I was first starting to react to Pink Floyd, and I think it was something to do with the Great Gig in the Sky. It was something like that anyway. Like a little small. I think it was like a small documentary, and I can't exactly remember what it was about. I did think about doing that, or what even just watching, even in my own time, watching videos like that. I haven't really been on YouTube that much, to be honest with you, and I generally haven't. So, do you create your own art pictures? No, I don't. Not particularly good at art, to be honest with you. I'm more of a, when it comes to what I'm good at, I'm absolutely amazing outside. I love being outside, doing outside things and all that kind of stuff, woodwork and all that. But when it comes to doing drawing, I'm really not that good. So into gaming, see, I was into gaming years and years and years ago, but I kind of lost interest. And a lot of people have asked me to maybe start doing a little bit of gaming. It's possibly something that I can think about doing in the future. Unfortunately, I'm one of these people who probably will get extreme gamer rage. So, and plus, there are quite a lot of very, very good gamers out there. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I love being out there, outside. I absolutely love it being out there. Being stuck inside, I'm not too good, but too long being inside, but out there, absolutely love it. All weathers as well. Doesn't matter what weather it is, apart from snow. Not too keen on snow, but because of my job, I've got to go out in it anyway. So I did see a comment about entry. Did you watch any songs from David Gilmour's live? No, I haven't. I love fishing. Yeah, fishing's good. I used to fish when I was younger, and then once again I stopped doing that as well. It's a great way to relax as well. Just chill out. But I like to see places, different places. So I like to travel about. If I can afford it and if I can, I like to travel about. So a lot of the beginning of this year, I was round in the Cambridge area, which is north of London, and I absolutely love that area so much. It's absolutely fantastic. Have you heard of magnet fishing? I have not at all. I might have to look that up now. Got me intrigued. Maple syrup I made. device. Just a magnet, like. I have heard of that, actually. That was actually mentioned a few days ago to me. What do you think of Radiohead? I think Radiohead are very, very good, to be fair. And I will be reacting to more of their content very soon. I know I did a video I think it was last week, for you guys to put the suggestions in. I've still got to write them down and all that. But the one I want to start off with is Alice in Chains Rooster, and that's my own choice. That's the one I want to start off with first. And then I'm going to go on to all your guys' suggestions. Another Michael for the Tubular Bells is in there. That's going to be when I've got quite a bit of time. Biggest thing these comments just keep disappearing. Biggest thing couple of bullets. It's not too bad. Could be better, I suppose. Top 5 bands. I can't do that. I just top 5 bands. Well, I love Pink Floyd, Linkin Park, Muse, Radiohead. I can't put them in order. To be fair, I just can't put them in order. Yeah, Muse is in the top 5. It's very hard for me to be able to rank my favorite bands because I think they're all good in their own unique way. So they've all got a different kind of feel and kind of vibe to them, and it's nice to react to different bands with the different styles and all that kind of stuff. It's hence the reason why I want to start off with a bit of Alice in Chains. So because one, I've been wanting to react to this one for quite a while. I have never heard of it. I've never heard the song, but I've done the research on it, so I want to actually now listen to it. So I've been holding back on that one for a few weeks. I nearly went to do it a few weeks ago, but I had to stop. So it's one of those moments when my confidence decided to leave me at the last minute. My mood, types of musical bands. Cool. Sneak peek into what your next reaction is. Like I said, Alice in Chains, Rooster, and then I will go on to the suggestions that you guys put in the video I did last week. I'm doing the Alice in Chains one. That's a choice that my own choice, which I'm going to start off with because obviously I've done the research for it, and all I wanted to do after that was to react to it. But obviously, with my current situation, I couldn't do it. So, complete loss of confidence while doing these videos, basically. I've seen that band coming up a lot. Depeche Mode. Yep, there will be more Depeche Mode. There's going to be more. Oh, there's going to be all sorts coming up. What have I just done? I've done something. Don't know what I just did there, but I did something. What did I just do? Oh, there we go. Hello. Unboxing and review. How we doing? Cool. I highly recommend. So Pink Floyd and Radiohead, they are incredible. Once again, just put it into the suggestion video that I did. Any suggestions that you've got, just put it into that suggestion video I did last week, and then I will slowly work through them. I ask you this every stream, and yeah, do you like cheese? I love cheese. Cheese is probably one of my favourite foods, and also probably the reason why I put on a lot of my weight. How many concerts have you attended in your life? A handful, literally, and that was Bon Jovi and somebody else. See, this is another question. It's like when people say, "How have you not heard this music?" When I was growing up, music wasn't my love. Movies was my love. I used to just sit constantly in front of the TV watching movies. I used to watch the same movies over and over again. Movies were what I grew up with, and like cartoons and all that kind of stuff, superhero stuff. It hasn't been until the last few years since doing these YouTube videos I've actually kind of started to discover certain music. Obviously, there are bands that I've heard of, and there are certain songs from these bands that I've heard of, like Pink Floyd. I knew about Another Brick in the Wall, Money, but the rest of them, like Great Gig in the Sky, I'd never heard of that before. So sometimes people struggle to believe that that was a first time listen for me, but it generally was. And like a lot of other kind of um, first time listens, generally they are first time listens. So what we got? As in the movie Willow, because that is absolutely awesome movie. Val Kilmer, right? Found out about me. Did you run around in excitement? Um, See, I had somebody constantly putting the suggestion in about me reacting to Muse. Once again, I knew some of their tracks. I don't think I started off with one of the popular ones though. It wasn't until later on, I started to discover more of their tracks, and I was just like, they're actually really, really good. Except Genesis being like all three parts of that is absolutely fantastic, and there's loads of them. Should react to TV series. I am thinking about doing a TV series, or if just reviewing them, maybe. Say a favorite movie and favorite series. Favorite movie? Oh, this is going to be a toughie because I am a massive Batman fan. It was a Dark Knight, and I think it's probably still is the Dark Knight, but yeah, Willow is very good. Um, but I'm also going to say my favorite movie at this moment is probably Endgame. Um, but favorite movie is definitely Dark Knight. Favorite TV series, as I was growing up, it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Um, Now it's The Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. I'm actually addicted to that show. And I'm also going to be, because I am one of these rare percentage of people which has not watched Game of Thrones. And this week I am going to be starting to watch Game of Thrones. Breaking Bad, cool. But yeah, I'm a big Batman fan. And I have to admit, Endgame might just pit the Dark Knight. Might just no, no. Dark Knight is going to stay as my number one because strictly because of how this was made. So, Pinky Blinders, yeah. See, Dark Knight is an awesome movie which was done in such an absolutely fantastic way. So, yes, however much I enjoyed the Avengers Endgame, I have to be honest. I think still Dark Knight is up there, and it's my favorite movie still. But Endgame is not far behind it. Let me put it like that, because it's just a cracking run of movies, like 23 movies over the course of 10 years to end up to this certain point. It was just a fantastic end to that series, to be honest. Let's see some more messages. Watch Pinky Blinders. That has been suggested to me as well. I'm gonna spark up a cigarette and smoke this off camera. I don't smoke it off camera, but I think I'm doing quite well, to be fair, for my first proper video back, or even live stream. It's easier to do it when you're not doing live stream when you're just recording a video, because if you go wrong, you just can. Heath Ledger's Joker. Yeah, he's one of the greatest characters ever, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to the new Joker movie as well. You're growing on YouTube well. I am. Well, not as fast as I wanted to, but I'm not too fussed about the growth. It's just making sure that people come back to watch my videos more than anything. I don't want to smoke this on camera, sorry. Any more questions? The next live I do will probably be a little bit later in the evening. I'm sure he will be, to be honest. I mean, I've only seen that one trailer, and I watched it. I was like, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I am a little bit skeptical, but until I've seen that movie, I can't say anything. Are you a football fan? Only of my local team, which, where I am in Wiltshire, in the UK, is Swindon Town. So they're not that big, and they're not that good. So Heath Ledger's Joker made me root Batman for once. Yeah, a little bit for me. A little bit. He stole the show. That was the Joker's movie. That wasn't a Batman movie. That was the Joker movie. That was pretty much a Joker movie. So favorite band or kind of music? Yeah, it'd be rock music. Can't say my favorite band because I haven't got one. I just, if I enjoy what I'm listening to, all is good. Do you vape as well? I don't. I just have normal cigarettes, and I'm trying to cut them back as well. Trying to. Not easy. Probably won't work. Never mind. Just for some reason don't like smoking on camera. If you could be one superhero, who would that be? That one. Batman. Simple. No, technically he's not a superhero, so if I was going to be a superhero out of all of them, I'd have to be, I don't know, Thor, possibly. It's quite cool. Or even Captain America. That'd be quite cool as well, actually. You ever reacted to U2? No, not yet. If you were Batman for a day, where would you go? Don't know. We have got Gotham in the UK, so I'd go there. It's only a little village, but I'll go there. Name an actor to Bruce Wayne. Captain UK. I like that one. Name an actor to Bruce Wayne. What, you want me to name somebody that's played Bruce Wayne? I can name them all, pretty much. Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. Voices for Batman, Kevin Conroy, Ben McKenzie, and a few more. KFC or McDonald's. Oh, KFC. God, I love chicken. To play Bruce Wayne. Ah, right, I see how we do. To play Bruce Wayne. Oh, an actor to play Bruce Wayne. That's a toughie, really. That's quite a toughie. Oh, not sure actually. How important is music to you? It's getting more important the older I'm getting. Music over the last few weeks has actually helped me out quite a lot. a hell of a lot, actually, to be fair. So it's getting a bit more important to me. To Mark Knopfler, that's Dire Straits, isn't it? Wait till Gotham Bruce Wayne grows up a bit. It'd be great. Yeah, I agree on that one. I do. I reckon in time he could be actually a generally good Bruce Wayne. Just a little bit too young yet. He's not too young, but he needs to grow older just a little bit more. But I'm sure if he got, I read an article saying he does actually want to play him in the future. So hopefully, fingers crossed, when he grows up a little bit more, might get him. Which would be ideal because then they could do a year one kind of series for Gotham. That'd be absolutely awesome. Any more questions for me? I'm sure I've missed some. Don't think I'll be. I'm gonna probably round this off at about an hour. I think maybe a little bit more beforehand. Now there's some comments there. There they are. What do you do for a living? I cut grass for a living. I'm a gardener, basically. That's my job. There's another comment there. Did you see Robert De Niro? I didn't. Might have to have a look at that now. Oh, you're a football fan? Only of my local team. Literally only of my local team. But I do watch football. I'm not an avid fan, I'm not gonna lie, but I do watch it. If Batman turned up at your house with a gun, just let him walk in. Just go take what you want. See, Batman by himself is quite dangerous. But then if you put a gun in his hand as well, it becomes even more dangerous. So to be fair, he doesn't even need a gun, to be honest. Make him a cuppa. Yeah, I could make a cup of tea. It'd be easy enough. Do you have a dream? Do I have a dream? Yeah, I got loads of dreams. Which probably won't share any of them on here. Well, I don't know. My main dream, actually, one dream that I do have that I really, really want to do is to make this short horror movie. That's the one dream I have. And to have my own production company. That is actually, to be fair, probably my biggest dream is to have my own production company and make this little short horror movie, which I've got rattling around in my head constantly. Or not as much as what it did or what it was, but it's still there. So, Manhattan, I haven't seen you for a long time. Hello, how are you doing? Anything can be possible. Yes, it can. It's just I can't do it just yet. Just not the right time yet. Possibly later on in the year, but just not yet. Possibly even next year, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. That's all I can do is to see what happens. That is my outlook on life now. After everything that's happened over the last, I don't know how long, the amount of worry that I used to have, now it is what will be, and I will just see what happens. That's the only way I can do this now. So there's a lot of worry I had. There was a worry about me doing all these videos. I have to go. So see you next time. You will indeed. I had this major worry and like all these worries rattling around in my head, and it got to that point where it just come to a head, and it was like, I can't do it. It's what kind of broke up my relationship with a girl that I actually generally like being with, who I now can never be with because she really doesn't like me in any way, shape, or form. From what I've been told, not how true that is, but it just come to a head, and I had to start getting rid of these worries and all that. So I kind of lost sight on dreams that I had because I just needed to go, right, well, What's more priority at this moment? So back a few weeks ago, my priority was to get my own self back on track. So me cutting down on alcohol was a big one. Me getting myself back to my fit self, which I was a few years ago. And unless you've seen my old channel, you know, is a great is a kind of, try drowning my sorrows in alcohol, but quickly learnt sorrows, learned to swim. That is probably one of the best comments I've ever had, to be fair, because no matter how much I drank, at some point I was going to have to deal with everything that I was going through, which happened. It was probably the worst 2 weeks of my life. I have never gone through so much shit ever, to be honest with you, because all the worries and everything just come flooding back, and they come flooding back twofold, and therefore creates more problems for me because that's when I start to lose my focus, I start to lose my confidence. This has been building up over the past, I don't know, year or so. So I knew at some point this was going to come to a head. To be honest with you, it came to a head just after Christmas. Obviously, I was with my girlfriend there. She helped me out a hell of a lot, or ex-girlfriend, I should say. She helped me out a lot in that first week, and I gradually got over it. But it then slowly started to creep in again, and I was putting too much pressure on myself to do too much. So I wanted to do all these videos while trying to get fit, and then wanting to spend time with my girlfriend at that time, which meant me traveling and all that. So now I've got rid of certain things in my life, like certain worries in my life. So alcohol is not the key to any problems. It is certainly not the cure. I can guarantee you that. If there's going to be a word with wisdom from me, is that self-improvement is the way to go forward. So glad you're facing this head on now, and you are doing well from the little I can see. Yeah, I mean, you guys would never have seen what I was actually like. So when I was going through all this, you never will. I never recorded anything of it. You know, I did a video once where I was going through the height of it, and I managed to hide it really, really well. But as soon as the video stopped, it just come flooding back. So, honest to God, you got problem. Everything, everything now that I'm doing is down. You know, whatever happens, I've just got to roll with it. I've just got to ride it out. Because at the end of the day, I can't change anything. I can't change the fact that my ex wanted to break up with me. She did that for good reason, and when I found out the reason, she did it for a hell of a good reason. I had to sit there and go, "Yeah, it's a fair point," you know. Yeah, I was just like that. Yeah, and then I tried to get her back, and it wasn't working. All I was doing was just pushing her away, and it got to the point where now I've pushed her so much, my chances are I'll never get her back. So, because of my own attitude of trying to force something to happen, is resulted in me not being able to ever have it again, which is shit. But it's my mistake, and it's about how you keep moving forward, and that's what I'm doing. It's about keeping moving forward. So that's about that one. Any more questions for me that don't revolve around that, please? I've done a lot of talking over the last, yeah, you know, so you know exactly what it is. Honest to God, if she come and rang me up again and said, look, if she ever saw this video or saw me and all that kind of stuff, if she ever saw this, you know, it might change your opinion, but I doubt it very much, because I messed it up. My own fault, and I'm only the person to blame here. So, chat about anything. Okay, first tell me where you're from. Let's talk geopolitics. I am from Wiltshire in UK. Simple. Pretty much the centre of Wiltshire, to be fair. not far away from Stonehenge. I'm about 10 minutes away from Stonehenge. It is around here. It's very nice. It's countryside outside. Have you ever been to been in Portugal? No, I have never been abroad. Never ever been abroad, which will be changing in the next few years. Couple of years. Depending on how this year goes, that will be changing. Any more questions for me? Got about 10 minutes left before I go. UK, what do you... BRI? Italy's joining of... How do you make... What's BRI? I might be just being dumb there, to be fair. Chances are it's probably being dumb. Could be talking Brexit. Not sure. I know nothing about that. I didn't know nothing about that at all, to be honest. Yes, I may go away in the next few years. Possibly. We shall see. Where do I want to visit? It would be possibly the US, I suspect. Favorite hobbies. This would be interesting. This one, YouTube. I like playing darts. Fitness is obviously a hobby. What else do I like doing? People watching. That's quite a good hobby. It's quite funny. There's all sorts I like doing. Running. I used to enjoy the running. Favorite comic book villain. It has to be the Joker. Do I plan to invest in road infrastructure? Here we go. Road infrastructure around the world. All right. Really? That's a lot of money. Favorite culture was in Indian, without doubt. Indian food, I do like that. Oh, I like all sorts, really. I can't really choose. That's samosa. I'll come back to that one. Ask me again in a minute. Are you planning another live soon? This would be until I've done my driving course, and see where I get, see if I pass my test. It probably won't be until after that. What's your favorite music reaction video? I think I know which one. Yeah, you know which one. Yeah, I don't really need to say that one, to be fair. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, it's gonna be probably after, once I've done my driving test, maybe I do after that. So possibly after that. But then again, I'll probably do a separate video just to say I passed my driving test anyway. So China will overtake the US. These comments just keep disappearing. It's starting to annoy me. China will take over the USA as the largest. God. Taking over then, basically. Which of the artists you've reacted to surprised you the most? Which the artist? It's got to be... Probably Pink Floyd, to be fair, and Radiohead. Linkin Park surprised me in certain ways, so did Muse. All of them did, really. They all surprised me in a way. It's like Avenged Sevenfold as well. Even though I know they're more of a hard rockier band, I do actually really enjoy listening to music, and it's surprising exactly how much depth and meaning their music has actually got. It just makes... That's why I do like a little connections going. God, cool. Okay. So I got a few more minutes before I go. I do hope that everybody's enjoyed this. I was quite nervous before I started this, but I actually seem to... I'm all right now. So kind of eased up a lot. Obviously, there's a little bit of a debate going around on that one. It's not something I really know too much about. So if there's any other questions for me? Before I go, you've got a couple more minutes, and then I'm just going to leave it as that. Do you believe... It's not for me to say, to be honest with you. I can't really answer a question like that, to be honest. And I really can't. That's very political, and I try to keep away from politics on my channel. So first I've taken part in, actually. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Are you from New Zealand? No. UK. Why do we fall? So we can pick ourselves back up again. I know the line. It's a great line. I fail, and I'm gradually climbing my way back, so... Okay, cool. Is Margaret Thatcher? These are political questions which I just can't answer, to be fair. I can't answer them. If you try again. That's it. So, there's a little debate going on. Just keep it nice, guys, on here, okay? Just keep it nice. Alright. Not really tolerating... I don't like arguing in the comments on my channel too much, so as long as it's nice, it's all good. Okay? Just don't get aggressive with each other. Okay? Right, guys, so that's pretty much the hour. So on that note, I am going to leave you. Thank you for tuning in. Promise. Okay, and I'm sure I'll be back again. Like I said, I'm going to slowly start doing a bit of an influx of videos over the next few days, possibly. Like I said, driving courses in the morning, and then I've got a free afternoon in the evenings, and obviously there's weekends. So I'm just going to slowly start doing some videos again for you. So on that note, hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Like I said, once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the questions. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being on my channel. So on that note, I shall leave it as that. See you later.